Hey guys, it's finally the time to get into the ROG Xbox Ally X. I had it for such a long time, roughly since it came out, but I never got the chance to open it. As you can see, it's still sealed and unopened. So in this video, we're gonna check it out, but it's not only an unboxing video because I am very aware that everyone have seen how it looks, got their first impressions, even tested performance. There are many content regarding unboxing it. So I'm not gonna do another one. Do not repeat what's already there. Instead, I'm gonna do my first impressions of it, and most importantly, I have some accessories for it. So I have this ROG original Bulwark docking station that I got with it. So I got it a bundle with it. It seems quite fancy, like this docking station by ROG, like this one is original. So I'm gonna open it also and try it on to see if it's gonna be like some good addition to have for it. And I also have this original Xbox Ally X 2-in-1 premium case. So this one is the original premium case. Hopefully it's gonna be nice. So I got also this one to try on. I also got for free this 65 power adapter by ASUS. Like I got it for free, this one, in a bundle because I ordered all of those stuff. So I got this bundle, or maybe I paid for it. I actually forgot, but it seems that because I know that it comes already with a power adapter. So I'm not sure why I got this one. Maybe it was for free. Maybe I paid for it. I honestly forgot about it. And that's not everything I'm gonna show. I'm also gonna try this screen protector, this glass screen protector by IVOLER. This brand is actually pretty trustworthy. Like I've tried it before for other handhelds or smartphones, and it was actually pretty reliable, despite the fact that it looks a little bit generic. But at the same time, honestly, I tried it before for other devices and it was pretty reliable. So I'm gonna try this screen protector on it. And finally, that's not everything I'm gonna show, because I got many requests by you asking whether this docking station, this one JSAUX docking station, would work on the ROG Xbox Ally X. Now, before I made a video for it for the original Ally and Ally X, but we never tried it on ROG Xbox Ally X. So in this video also, I'm gonna show you the fit of it to see if it's gonna also work on this new model. So yeah, that's it guys. We have lots of stuff to cover in this video. So it's not gonna be only an unboxing one. So hopefully you're gonna find it pretty useful. So with that being said, let's get right in. And honestly, I also made this video because I would like to share my impressions with you. Like I got it and I never opened it. So I would like to really finally enjoy it. And honestly, I have so many content for the ROG Xbox Ally X. Like I really do have lots of stuff for it. And you guys know that it's actually my passion to make content for it. Like for making for handhelds, it's among my favorite passions. So I really have many surprises for you regarding it, like regarding what I'm gonna do with ROG Xbox Ally X. So hopefully you're gonna stay tuned by subscribing and following along with me. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we have the usual stand. Okay, let's see. Wow. Nice. It reminds me so much of the Ally X. Like the Ally X, it reminds me so much in terms of its thickness and its material and color and everything. But it has like those better ergonomics. Let's see what else we have. So here I see, okay, this port is for charging. The second one, a power on, okay. So the other one is for data, while this one is for power. Okay, we know that. What else do we have here? So I see this one is empty actually. This one is empty. So there is no power adapter included. Oh no, I see it maybe here. Because, you know, like for smartphones, even premium ones, they don't include power adapters. So I was afraid they wouldn't also for the ROG Ally X. Oh, actually there is no power adapter. No, this one is only documents. So no power adapter included. Like at least on mine, I don't see any power adapter. So when they bundled that one, I believe it was for this reason. So interesting. I'm pretty shocked. No power adapter included. It's a little bit weird, like really. See, nothing inside. I'm pretty surprised, to be honest. Like on the original one we had, like this time we don't. Okay, so unboxing is finished. Seems so. Nothing's there anymore. Let's put everything back here. Okay, so no case, no power adapter, nothing included. You see this one? Here they say for optimal system performance, use a power adapter with an output rating of 65 watt or higher. So the one included, the one that I got here is actually bundled with it. But it's actually weird, like in the past, it used to come with one, if I remember correctly, like the original Ally, it came with a power adapter. So what are they even doing by not including it inside the box? Anyway, so here is power adapter. So it comes with this cable. Wow, actually pretty huge power cable. It reminds me like of PC. So it's similar to the one included inside laptops or something like that. Okay, so here is a power adapter. It's type C. So here inside there are only documents and stuff like this. Package content. Yeah, you see it's actually for laptops. Like you see here, they have pictured a laptop. So this one is multifunctional 65 watt power adapter. So it works also for notebooks or other stuff. So you see the cable here isn't so long, but here you have like, I would say 1.5 meters long. So pretty long. And here you have this one, which is like half meter. So 2 meters long in total. Now let's check back the ROG Xbox Ally X first. Let's remove this. So I will say, honestly, it looks pretty nice, to be honest. Like, it has nice ergonomics. It reminds me so much of the Ally X, you know? Like, if I put it next to it, you will feel they are siblings. Let me bring the Ally X so you can see it. Here is the original Ally. It was pretty slim, pretty compact. pretty small. Here I have a cover for it, like this ergonomic one that I did a video of. Here is the Ally X. You can see that if I put it next to the ROG Xbox Ally X, it looks pretty similar. Like here is some different in material here at front, and you see like there are some mini letters of ROG Xbox Ally X, something like that. So there is like some texture here, it's softer. Here it's rough. Here you have better ergonomics out of the box, like you see. It's textured and has nice feeling. Here originally it doesn't come with anything. Like here I have a custom ergonomic controller, like holder. And here I have this JSAUX transparent plus heatsink cooling backplate. And I actually did a video of this one actually a while ago. So in terms of thickness, I would say they look very similar, very, very similar. Also in terms of like I/O, like here you have two ports, volume. Here also the same. Here is the SD card, micro SD card. Here is the headphone jack. Like you see the same exact placement. Also for the exhaust area, it looks very similar, but here it looks a little bit more open. You see, like here on the new one, on the ROG Xbox Ally X, it looks a little bit bigger. Like you see the vents are bigger here. Also on the back, honestly we can't compare given that I have this custom one, but originally it looks very similar to this. Even the patterns, even the like the intake area, it honestly looks very similar to the Ally X. Like it seems very, very so much alike that even they made this new ergonomic looking to it just to make it a little bit different. Also in terms of screen, it's also 7-inch. It has the same aspect ratio. Like you see, it looks very similar. Here you have the Xbox button, like this one is new, but you have the same ones here for Armory Crate, for Windows Switch, for settings, for options, Speakers placement is the same, buttons is the same, analog stick the same, D-pad is the same. Like you have 8 ways here and here. So honestly, it looks very similar in terms of looking and feeling. And the main difference I will say is this ergonomic, like looking controller, that you can hold from. It feels pretty comfortable to hold. Like it's not so heavy. It feels a little bit lighter compared to the Ally X. It honestly feels a little bit lighter. Here I see actually placement of screws is also different. Like here you have 3 at the bottom. Here you have 2 on sides, and here you have 3 here. So a little bit different than usual. Like before it used to be 3 here, 3 here. Now it's 5 plus 3, so 8. So 2 more screws actually. First I'm gonna apply the screen protector now, and then we try this Bulwark docking station, and also we'll try JSAUX docking station to see if it fits well. Okay, so let's try the screen protector now. Hopefully it's gonna be easy. So here they say instructions are pretty straightforward. We have a frame, so that's nice. That's why I chose this one, because it has a frame like a liner. We have preparation kit. We have actually, how many included? We have dust absorbing sticker. We actually have 3 included screen protectors. Put the frame like this so it can align well for the cuts here, for the stick and the D-pad. Okay, so I'll go ahead and clean the display and I'll actually prepare the screen protector to know, like here, okay, I only need to remove this and put it. Should be easy. So I'll go ahead and clean the display. Now dry. Okay. Give it a little bit of time. So you can see it went in place. I just need to hold the aligner this way it won't slide or anything. So you see it's actually adhering now. Let's give it a little bit of time. Try to press it. So I'll just remove the frame now. Okay, it has finished. So I don't see any air bubble or anything at all. Honestly, looks nice. No need to do any kind of extra work. You see, it's actually look pretty stunning. So glossy glass screen protector, edge to edge. It covers all area. You can see all display, not only the actual display, but also the whole front glass. So included also the black parts. So nice. It looks actually great screen protector. Pretty easy to install. And I don't see any air bubble or any dust, or it looks fully aligned 100% thanks to this frame. So I'm actually pretty satisfied with this screen protector by IVOLER. So not the first time I try it, but honestly, it actually worked well. Okay, so I'll put back the extra stuff. I also put back this frame. Okay, so now that we got the screen protector applied, let's check this carrying case also to see if it's gonna fit well. Wow, I can see it has this included pouch that you can put some stuff inside, like a small extra small pouch, like a small extra bag that you can put some like power adapter, cable, stuff like this, and you can attach it like this. Make sure that you press it so it can stick well. So just make sure you don't lose this. Honestly, look nice. Nice ideas that you can put your power adapter, your cables here in the back while having the ROG Xbox Ally X here. And I believe this one is also compatible with the Xbox Ally, like so the white one. So it's for both models. Okay. And like this. Okay, it's pretty secure, pretty compact. Here you have nice soft inside, interior. The only caveat or issue or something that it miss, that it doesn't have a card for charging. Like if you know the Legion Go original carrying case has like a small hole here that you can connect the power adapter to it, like to charge it while it's inside this case. But this one doesn't have it. Anyway, it's not really a big issue, but just something to be aware of. It honestly looks very nice and feels pretty premium. I like this idea the most, like this feature that you can put the power adapter. For example, let's bring it to see how it actually fit. Also, you can put other stuff, but actually you can put the power adapter easily and put it on the back, and you are all set. Pretty bulky, I would say, so you need some space inside in case you're gonna put it inside the backpack, but at least you have everything in. And when you don't use that back one, it actually looks very slim and pretty compact. So in case you decide to put your cables somewhere else, like even inside the bag somewhere else, you have like this smaller form factor carrying case for the ROG Xbox Ally X. It looks actually pretty slim and pretty compact this way. So yeah, I will say carrying case is nice. And let's see this stand that it comes with it. So it's not really that bad. It actually looks, actually you can hold it. So it goes well, like it goes inside well. You see, it's not gonna fall. Honestly, it's not so bad. But compared to the stand of the Legion Go, like the back stand, this one is not a bad choice. Like it's not so bad, but I would have imagined them to improve like a little bit this stand, like since the original Ally. But anyway, hopefully it's like eco-friendly. It's not plastic, but anyway, it's there. I think it's about time that now we turn it on, then we check this Bulwark docking station, and then we check JSAUX cooling stand and plus docking station to see if it's actually compatible, like it could fit in. Okay, so now I'll just turn it on, then check those other stuff. Okay, so it didn't turn on. That's because for the first time you need to connect it to power. So I'm gonna use its original power adapter that I just showed before, like this one. This way we tested with it. This one 40 gigabyte per second, and we have this charging port. Okay, turned on, charging. Let's turn it on. Okay. And I can already feel air coming out of the exhaust. So cooling fans are working. It has Wi-Fi 6E, so not Wi-Fi 7. And here we are. And while it's setting up, I'm thinking about opening this Bulwark docking station. It has many ports. So here we have 10 gigabyte per second USB 3 of them like type A. You see, we have 3 of them type A, 10 gigabyte per second, and here we have power like next to it, while this one doesn't have. We also have a network port. We have HDMI 2.1, so it's not 2, it's 2.1. We also have a type C for 10 gigabyte per second, and also we have this one, I believe it's for power. It has here Republic of Gamers. Nice looking. It doesn't have a cooler. Let's see. It honestly looks very premium. It actually looks very nice. Where is the kickstand? Ah, all these parts seem. Also, I almost forgot. Here there is an audio jack on the side. There is an audio jack on the side. Ah, nice. You see, you just like lift it from here and it becomes a kickstand. Here's like, it has nice texture, like nice cut. It's made out of metal here, like this part. Honestly, nice design. Here it's transparent, you see. So it doesn't have like a cooling fan or anything like that. Here we just have some, probably an instruction manual. See, Bulwark docking station, Bulwark Dock. Here they say we have RGB. We have RGB here on front. Even though all of them are 10 gigabyte per second, but the first one, you can see it's 1.5 amperes compared to 0.9. So it has power, higher power, but even though it has the same bandwidths like for data. For LAN, we have up to 1000 megabyte per second. We have HDMI 2.1. We have USB Type C, the first one, like this one that I showed you, the high, like next to it, a thunder symbol. Here you see this one supports 10 gigabyte per second, but it supports 140 watt, so up to 140 watt. You have this next to it, like this one with a notebook and a lighting symbol. It has 3 USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type C upstream port, 10 gigabyte per second, output up to 100 power delivery watt, so up to 100 watt power delivery. So it can also power up a notebook, so not only like a handheld, but also like a notebook. So actually pretty amazing. I'm honestly impressed by this docking station, this Bulwark. We also have a lighting effects like connected to power. Here it shows notebook status. You see, like it's also for notebooks. Shut down, hibernate, suspend, power on, has lighting effect rainbow, disconnected from power supply. So you see, based on notebook behavior, here they say, we have specifications. You see, for better performance, it's recommended to use a charger with a minimum output of 130 watt. So in case you decide to power like high things, many things at the same time, you will need to have a very chunky power adapter. Like it depends on what you would like to power on, you know. So if you would like to power on something, many stuff, many accessories, and charging it at a high speed, you will need like a high power adapter. You see, those are the specifications of it. So I'm just gonna show you so you can see. And if you have any question regarding it, you can also ask me in the comment section. But for now, here are the specs. Here they say, using your ROG Bulwark Dock. So you see here they show the ROG. Actually it has a firmware. Wow. So you see it has a firmware. Make sure in case you got it to check for firmware update. Now I'm gonna check it also. You can also customize it using Armory Crate. So I wasn't aware of those features. It look very interesting. Yeah, that's it. Those are in different languages. Yeah, so here is the cable. I didn't see it before. You see it can actually go in like this. There is like a specific angle that it goes in. Oh, nice. Here they like put hand heels now. Wow, I'm actually impressed by like Windows, how now it feels more tailored for hand heels. Like it's more, they start to consider making different versions of Windows. Hopefully not only some presentation slides and pictures, hopefully it can be also on the system level optimized. So I'm really hopeful for that. Now I know it has full screen experience. Now we tried it before when it was beta and stuff like this. Hopefully now it's improved and better. But I was saying that like for this docking station, there is like a position when you put it, it will go in. Like you see this at this position, it wouldn't move anymore, like unless you lift it off, but it has like it stops somewhere, you know. Now let me show you if this docking station is going to block. It's actually going to block a little bit the air intake. So you can see, since this one is blocked, like it has no air ventilation or any kind of cuts for intake to help air guide. So once you put it like this, you see, it can block a little bit the air intake, a little bit. Now I wouldn't say so much, but like the bottom of it, it's not really that blocked. Like at the end of the day, there is like a gap, you know, there is a gap here. So despite the fact that from the back it's blocked, but like from the side it's not. So that's this way, maybe it could still allow some air flow. But honestly, I'm quite impressed with this docking station overall. It just lacks to have some cooling. So here, do I put it? Yeah, I put it in this power one. So you see it has a 90-degree angle. Let me show you. Here I put it on the back one, the charging one. Now this one we connect it like this. It's actually long enough to be connected on both sides. Wow, you see, here is the RGB. I actually like the effect. You see it turned on. Republic of Gamers. You see the lighting effect. So now it's being powered by the ROG Xbox Ally X. I'm gonna just connect this power adapter. Okay, so you see it's now charging. You see. So, okay, so you see like the ports are the following. This one goes to the ROG Xbox Ally X. This one for power. So this one is going to feed everything, feed the ROG Xbox Ally X with power to charge it, and also have those ports on and the RGB and everything, you know. It has a very accurate fit, like 100% fit with this one. And I believe it works also with other handhelds. If I bring the Ally X, for example, let's put this one aside for a bit. Okay, so if I put the Ally X, yeah, it also support like the Ally X. You can see it can also support it. You can put it on in the same way. It would work. Also, the original Ally is supported. So all of ASUS ROG Ally models are actually supported by this Bulwark docking station. Like it's backward compatible with previous models as well as future proof, like for this one at least. The only thing that I wish they made is like having more air ventilation on the back or a cooling fan. It would have been perfect. But otherwise, like in terms of ports and everything, I will say it's awesome. It's awesome product. I also like the RGB on the front, but there is no button here to switch it off. So you will need to perhaps control it on Armory Crate. Like once you connect it, it should recognize it on Armory Crate and be controlled through there. Now I would like to see also something else in the meanwhile, while it's setting itself up. So I would like to see if our JSAUX docking station is also compatible with the ROG Xbox Ally X, because I actually got many questions, as I said before, asking about this. So you know, this docking station is also nice. Like it's not really that any less than this one, like the Bulwark docking station. It's a little bit slower. Instead of 10, they are 5. It has one network port, HDMI 2.1, and 100 power delivery. So up to 100 power delivery. And it doesn't have an audio jack. You see, it doesn't have an audio jack. It has power delivery. It has a cooling fan. That's the difference. You see, it has a cooling fan. That's its main pro compared to this. A little bit loud, like it's not really that silent for cooling fan, and it's not controllable, so you cannot adjust the speed or anything. It has a nice design, like you see. The only difference is that it has less ports. Let me compare them side by side so you see what I'm talking about. So here is the difference. Here we have 10 gigabyte per second. You see on the Bulwark docking station, we have 3 type A, while here we have only 2. We have network port, we have HDMI 2.1, we have power delivery 100 watt. Here you connect it to the Ally through this cable. So it doesn't mean that here we have extra port. Like this cable, this port is the same as this one, and this PD 100 watt is the same as this one. So this one isn't an extra. This one should be connected to the device. Here we have it here. So that's the main difference. Here we have a port to connect it to this stand. The stand. And yeah, honestly, like the main difference, like the speed, and here an extra type A port here. That's the main difference. Here you have a cooling fan. So you cannot, like, I wish if we could have everything. This one, I really love it, to be honest. You put the cooling fan magnetically, as you know, here at the center. Wait, it should be like this. You see, you cannot adjust its position. It goes at the bottom part, like magnet. There's a magnet here, and it has a cut here. You connect the power of the fan through here to this port output. We also have this cable that goes into the device. Let's see if it can fit in. Here you connect this port to here. Okay, so you still have a port, and actually it's on. You can see the RGB. Also here we have some RGB. Let's see the fan. So the fan is on. For the fan, you cannot adjust color, I believe. You see, for the fan, it has like an RGB effect, but you cannot turn it off. You can only turn on or off the fan, but you can control the RGB of the stand. Here, there is a button on the side to change the RGB effect of the docking station. You see, there are nice effects, static, rainbow, poles like morph. This one is nice. Here's like this one, stacking, static. So you have some effects, and you see it actually fit in very well. And here it's also here. It's actually soft material. This way it wouldn't scratch the display. Here, here, here at the bottom. This way it wouldn't scratch anywhere. Your handheld. And as you see, it's fully compatible with the ROG Xbox Ally X. So the fan is gonna help a lot with cooling. Based on my taste on a previous model like the ROG Ally X, it could drop like 3 to 5 degrees on the APU. On the front, it would feel cooler, like the display, due to having better airflow. The fans are fully directed into the air intake area. Like, it's tailored 100%. It's made as if it's like future-proof, you know? So all air, as you see, is gonna get inside and allows better airflow to go outside, like you see. In, out, in, out. So yeah, between this Bulwark docking station and JSAUX docking station, it depends on your priorities. If you prefer having a cooling fan, a cooling like docking station, I would say this one is absolutely the best you can have that I am aware of. But if you want maximum ports, like highest speed, an extra type A port, and like an original ASUS product with like RGB effect here and compatible with the software, like with their Armory Crate, I will say this one is absolutely the best choice that you can have right now. But this one is actually cheaper also. This one is cheaper compared to the Bulwark. This one is actually, if I remember correctly, I got it for over 100 or something, but it was bundled, so I got it for less, but it's actually more expensive compared to this. You guys let me know your choice. Would you prefer a cooling fan, cooling docking station over maximum ports and speed and like having an ASUS original product? But honestly, this one feels also nice product, like good materials, and it fits in well. As you see, it fits in 100% well, like in terms of the airflow, it's fully directed in. Also, like the handheld goes in. You have ports here, you can charge it. So I would say it's also a good choice. But honestly, like for me personally, I would like to have a cooling fan, like especially if I'm gonna put it like on a docking station, like having an external display connected, having more accessories connected, it's gonna add a little bit of heat, you know? So that's why like having a cooling fan when it's docked, I would say it's more ideal. It's like the Switch 2. When it's docked, it has a small fan, even if the fan isn't going to directly cool the Switch 2, but it could cool the docking station itself, like due to having more things connected to it, like having an external display connected and some accessories and stuff like this. So having a cooling fan overall when such a device is docked is actually nice to have. But the only thing this one lacks is like adjusting speed of the fans and having like a way to control the RGB like on the fans themselves, but you cannot see them anyway. The RGB effect is a little bit hidden, like you can only see it from the back, but if you have it like on front set like this, you cannot see them. You can control the RGB of the base, and you can turn it off actually. If I click and hold, you can turn off the RGB even if it's connected. Here you can connect the power to it. You see now it's connected to power. Anyway, I'm a little bit surprised, but downloading Windows hasn't finished yet. It's taking so much time, so I'm just gonna leave it for a bit and come back once it's finished. Okay, so now we are in Armory Crate. We have updates. Oh, you see we have ROG Bulwark Dock. So we have some updates also for the docking station. You see, let's update them. I just wanted to show you like this part. So if you have it connected, it will be recognized also on Armory Crate. That's something nice about it. So this way you can update. It's you see we have loads of updates for framework, charger, core SDK, HAL, HTML. So some sort of stuff like updates related to the docking station. So actually nice to have. This way you can like, if there is an update for the docking station, you will get it on Armory Crate along with the Xbox Ally X updates. So here you see we have lots of updates also here. Once it finished updating, we can see how to change the RGB effects and to see what's there. I just wish it had a cooling fan, like at least one, like a small cooling fan here would have been perfect. Anyway, it finished updating now. Here we see connected devices. Let's see. You see the connected devices. You find it inside the connected devices. Okay. So here is the docking station settings. We have the rainbow. We have the RGB effects. So you can see, let's change it to Starry Night. You see? Wait, let me show you so you can see it. So you see now it's set on the different RGB effects. You can change it to background. So this one is actually nice. Sorry. We also have strobing. So you see you can change the lighting effect here, or you can also turn it off if you don't want RGB. So you can change also profile like usual, you know, change the rainbow brightness. Actually you can change. Okay, so like this, it's brighter. You can change also the direction. You see, wait, the direction of RGB and the speed. Okay, so these are nice. There's also firmware update. So current firmware is 32.13.0.29 for the docking station. We checked it, we just updated now. So now it's up to date. Even though I connected the 65 power adapter like this one, it's still set on 35 watt. You see, and I have the docking station connected. It's 35 watt maximum turbo. So now if I, for example, connect some peripherals like this dongle is for a mouse and a keyboard. Is it still 35 watt? Yeah, it's actually 35 watt. Now if I remove this and connect the JSAUX one to see if this 65 watt power adapter is gonna show as turbo. Let me show you. So I'll take this off. I'll connect this power adapter into the JSAUX 100 watt here they say, but let's see if this is going to be like turbo. This one is actually the fan. Okay, this one into device. Okay, on PD here they said on PD. See, it's actually also here 35 watt turbo on this 65 power adapter. Pretty strange, like if you remember on the original Ally, when you connect a 65 like the original power brick on a docking station, it wouldn't be on turbo, like turbo 30 watt. You will need to install a higher wattage power adapter. Like that's why I got that 100 watt one only for it. Anyway, now let's see if I disconnect this one. You see when I disconnect power, it's 25 watt. Let's see if I connect my 100 watt power adapter, 35 watt. You see, it's 35 watt on this one. So when I connect the 100 watt power adapter, it's gonna be 35 watt also turbo. Let's see on this Bulwark docking station as well. Okay, also on this one, 35 watt is unlocked. Okay, so actually surprisingly on the 65 watt, it managed to be on 35 watt here, 35 watt turbo. But if we go back to this manual, this way you don't get confused by this Bulwark docking station. Here they say, so you have less power, output power, when you have a less than 100 watt power adapter connected. You see? For better performance, it's recommended to use a charger with a minimum output of 130 watt, as you see. When all downstream ports are connected, provides DG300 provides up to 70 watt of power to devices using 100 watt adapter. When downstream ports are disconnected, DJ300 provides up to 100 watt of power to devices using 100 watt adapter. For better experience, we suggest using an AC140 ROG 140 watt USB GAN charger, which allows the DG300 to provide up to 100 watt of power to devices regardless of whether all downstream ports are connected or disconnected. So you see, actually here they recommend their own power adapter 140 watt. I don't have that power adapter. I have this 65 watt and it was still on turbo. But here also they talk about like notebooks. I'm not sure, maybe also notebooks, because like 140 watt is too much, like it's too much Xbox ROG Ally X doesn't consume such a power, like it can maximum charge at 65. And if you have like peripherals connected, I don't believe they are gonna take in that much of power, like depending on what you connect. But yeah, it's recommended to have 140 watt, like that's the maximum. 100 watt is the minimum, like is the minimum if you plan to connect, to power it up, to have peripherals connected, to have RGB, to have everything, you know, all at its peak performance. It's recommended to have at least 100 watt power adapter connected to it. Otherwise, it may get some like limitations. So yeah, if you still have any questions regarding this docking station, you can always ask me in the comment section. So now maybe I'll get a higher power adapter, like 140 watt, like they recommend. This way it can be at its peak performance. But for now, I'm just gonna keep this 65 watt until then. Maybe if it's worth it, I'm gonna do it. If I notice something different, I'll also show you in a different video, like a small comparison, what to expect. Okay, nice. So you want to go back to Windows here, you can just slide it. So, okay, guys, that was it for this video. I hope that you found it enjoyable and you found it useful. I'm gonna try my best to make the best content for it, even if I was late, but I'm gonna try to do things that I personally interested about and would like to share with you. Like we have so many cool stuff to show, like the memory timing tweak, BIOS exploration. We have smokeless tool to try on it to see if it's gonna work also on this device as it did for the previous ones. Now I just realized that XYBA buttons are actually black, while before like they used to be colored, or the Ally X as well as the original Ally. They used to be colored, but now they are black, as you see. As a closing for this video, I want to say that I'm very grateful for the fact that over the time I was able to get my hands on all of ROG Ally devices and experience the developments, the improvements, the progress they made over the time, over the iterations. And I really love all of them equally. Like the original Ally has always a place in my heart, and I really love it. And also the Ally X is a beast. And now we have the ROG Xbox Ally X, which is going to be the future of this family. So I just wanted to say that I'm really grateful for you to have tuned to this channel over the time and see my handheld content. And hopefully over the time, I'm gonna show even more stuff for them, especially the Xbox ROG Ally X. If you have any kind of a question regarding everything I showed in this video, whether the Bulwark docking station, the carrying case, the screen protector, the Xbox ROG Ally X, and anything else, just leave a comment below and I try my best to reply to you. As always, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And again, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. It will be my honor and a pleasure to have you in. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching and see you soon.